It's Marley from the Energy Boutique with your energy forecast for January 2025. So on January 27th, we have Mercury, ruler of the mental plane, ruler of information, communication, how it is that we express ourselves, moving out of the Capricorn energy, moving into Aquarius energy. So a little bit of a recap. We had Mercury in this Capricorn energy, which typically speaking helps us to put the tunnel vision goggles on. We got to get really focused. Yes, there was a seriousness, a somberness to the way that we were thinking, to the way that we were observing, to the way that we were sharing our thoughts, our ideas with the people, with the world around us. The Capricorn energy was definitely more focused on what needs to be done. Collecting the items of the to-do list, wrapping up particular items, circumstances, and chapters of the past before we go ahead and start working on that to-do list of things that we want to build and create. That Capricorn energy, because it is an earth energy, we're definitely a lot more logical and practical than any other energy that we could have been in. However, because of the restricted, limiting nature of Mr. Saturn, who of course rules over that Capricorn energy, we were having a hard time seeing the forest past the trees, so to speak. And of course, when it comes to Capricorn energy, we are just focused on the absolute necessities of what needs to be done. And for many of us, that was very overwhelming to think of all the things that we have to wrap up, we have to provide an ending and a closure to before we can really set our sights on, again, what we want to build and create for the long term. Having Mercury move into Aquarius energy is going to be a totally different vibe. We are going to experience rapid processing going on in our headspace. We have to understand that, first of all, Aquarius energy is a fixed air sign. That fixed energy wants us to kind of stabilize in our mental plane, in our thoughts, in our ideas. We're working very hard, if you will, to kind of put the pieces together of what needs to be done. But the Aquarius energy being ruled over by Uranus, the higher realm of our intelligence, we get to merge the highest realm of our thoughts, of our ideas, of our observations with the lower level intellect, which of course Mercury rules over. So there's going to be a lot of pressure in the head. We've been talking about this in our ascension forecasts. And of course, we are going to continue to talk about this in our ascension forecast because there's a lot of electricity popping off in the air, in the atmosphere, in our brains, because this Aquarius energy is pushing the boundaries of our mental capacities, meaning there are new neural pathways that need to be built. There are new ideas that we need to research and expand upon. We are hungry for knowledge. We are open-minded to a certain extent in order for us to dabble in certain situations and circumstances that, again, seem very overwhelming, very limiting under that Capricorn energy. We're looking for new ideas. We're looking for authentic ideas that we can essentially start acting upon. This Aquarius energy has us thinking outside of the box, and it's a beautiful energy because it allows us to act as the observer. We're not as caught up in our emotions. We're able to easily kind of observe situations and circumstances, separate our intellect from our emotions, and of course, not get too attached to the outcome that, of course, we're trying to piece together. We're trying to visualize. The Aquarius energy is a very visionary energy, and so there is going to be a forward focus, a futuristic focus on where it is that we want to end up, because the way that this energy works is we have to have a little bit of a goal, a little bit of that ultimate, let's call it destination point, in order for us to break it down into smaller pieces. What has to happen in order for us to be in alignment with actually bringing that goal, that vision, that dream to life? And so we're looking to make some serious progress. That's what Aquarius energy is all about. We're in this Aquarius season. We've already seen a lot of progress, a lot of innovation, a lot of unexpected situations and circumstances pop up that, of course, are definitely dividing the people. That is, again, the name of the game. However, we are starting to see a lot of advancement, a lot of potentiality for advancement in a very short amount of time. Thus, the rapid processing, thus us really needing to open up our mind space, really explore new ways of doing things. This is about innovation. This is about becoming aware of our thought patterns, where it is that we are banging our head against the wall, if you will, in that limitation, in that restrictiveness of our thoughts, of our ideas, of our opinions of how we should move on, how we should move forward, what it is that we should be building towards. So although there's going to be a lot of zaps going on in our headspace, a lot of downloads popping off, a lot of confusion, because again, we're just getting fragmented pieces of this greater, grander vision that we're going to have to piece together, there is just a lot going on. And although this is going to be a time where you may feel like your head is going to explode, it's also a beautiful time to understand that you are starting to piece together a lot of the information, a lot of the aha moments that you've previously received in the previous months that now are going to start making a whole hell of a lot more sense. And so we have beautiful opportunities here to really push the mental capacity, put our mental boundaries to the utmost extreme. We are looking to, again, expand upon some of the ideas that we've already kind of been percolating upon, but also be very aware that there are going to be unexpected downloads, epiphanies, aha moments, light bulbs that pop off that push us into a brand new path, into a brand new direction. So of course, I'm going to welcome you, if you haven't already, to download that January energy guide. Yes, we're coming to the end of it. However, the last week of January has a lot of boom boom pows, and this is a time for you to understand where this particular energy shift is going to be taking place in your life. And of course, you can figure that out by examining your birth chart, going through the workbook that January energy guide is all about, and figuring out how this particular energy is going to manifest in your life and how to make it work for you instead of against you.